Okay, today's quick tip. I was commenting on Facebook and someone said something about a video I posted on Facebook about learning how to use a pole doing French paintings. And I guess maybe the guy thought I was making too many moves. But obviously the guy doesn't have as much experience as me, but I didn't get into all that because I know what I'm doing and I know what I'm talking about because I do it all day long and I'm doing it. It's easy for someone to say it's a better way to do something. There's always a better way, as far as I'm concerned. But you're used to working a certain way, that's fine. But let's say we cut a channel. You didn't want to do all that fancy stuff. You just want to do one pull on French style windows. So this guy actually cut all his channels down, which is something I used to do. And he measured it. He keeps a hacksaw in his car, and he saws it to the right correct amount to do one straight pull. All right, now this, as you can see, is well worth it. On wooden frames in particular, they're notorious for not having, especially if it's an older style building, they have painted frames that actually protrude onto the glass itself, which will inhibit you to have a clean pull. So you're stuck detailing anyway. Unlike if you had a smaller channel and dig the corners out. You get what I'm saying? Now this side is fine because it doesn't produce a challenge when you cut a channel this size, because you can see the frame has a straight edge. It's not on the glass itself. So if you do a straight pull, sometimes if it's a hair off, you could, if you have one that has clips in it. This is the only squeegee channel that could do this. If you have a tool like Wagtail, this is not the case. You would have to cut a rubber purposely for that window. But I'm gonna explain to you what I mean in a second. If it's a hair off, let's say a fraction, let's talk about millimeter fraction, you would have to detail that fraction that it didn't meet the frame with, okay? Now I'm gonna tell you how do you solve that problem. If you have an iterate channel in particular, or any kind of channel that has clips in it, you can actually pull the clip out just a tad because the rubber can stretch, and that will fill that millimeter gap so you can get a nice clean straight pull. But back to what I was saying about cutting the channels down may not always work for every single wooden frame. And if you come over here, I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. Okay. As you can see, this side is different. I got to run there. I know I got to run. Hey, nobody's perfect, fellas. Alright, now, if you come here and you see just exactly what I'm talking about, you see? This window is not, so if you come down here with one pull, it's going to be tight at some of those spots, alright, especially with the paint protruding onto the glass. Now, we're here to clean glass. We're not here to clean up painter's work and make a straight edge by digging your razor out so that you can have one clean straight pull. I suggest it's probably best you do side pulls with a window like this. But this is what I'm saying. As you can see, there's paint on the window itself. And depending on if you're doing straight pulls or cross pulls, now if you're doing cross pulls, this doesn't matter. Because as you can see, the top edge is clean, but the sides is what the problem is. But if you cut that channel, the length of the window itself, which means that you can only go one way. You can't, unless of course all sides are equal. You can only go one way, which this doesn't produce a challenge. But if you're going like this, and you cut it to the size of this for straight pulls down, you'll notice that I don't care how good you are, you're gonna leave water. And if you don't leave water, no, I'm sorry, you will leave water. It's a given. But if you don't detail, it's gonna look like crap. Some of the guys that probably cut their channels, they don't care about this thing. So I did not say all this to this person because there's a lot of, I'm going to upload a video about why I don't post videos on Facebook. And okay, here's another one. Alright. Now obviously this window came out and they recaulked it, but they did a lousy job. What happens when you're going to cut a channel the size of this? It's not going to work, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to be stuck detailing anyway. So why not use a smaller channel and you don't have to detail at all? See, you eliminate a step by having one channel the size of these French panes, but it's not going to always work. All right, it's not going to always work. Here we have again. All right, you see, it's not, when they did these frames, it's not smooth. It has swells and bevels in the framework itself. So it's going to leave stuff on the glass. I guarantee you that. Alright? So that's the difference in cutting your channels to size. Now, if you're using plastic, if they have French panes that's made out of, paneling or plastic, and they're not wooden, then you're okay. But I guarantee you, whoever, I forget the guy's name, but I guarantee you, he gets stuck cleaning French panes on a historical house that has wooden French panes. Yes, he may eliminate some unnecessary swiveling, but he's still stuck detailing. So which is faster? Cutting a channel to suit each style French pane and risk the chance of having a detail, or you use a smaller one that you can get it in 2 pulls and you can still swivel if you want, given the circumstance of the window. Because each French pane may be different as far as the detail work around the framework, how thorough the window was installed. So you can have number of 2 things. Do what he did, cut the channel to suit, so you can just do 1 pull and have to detail on those wooden frames, or you can reduce the size by half and make 2 pulls and not have to worry about detail. Or you could just, do some fancy stuff and that'll eliminate detailing altogether. But y'all get what I'm saying. If you don't understand, just comment below and I will do a video and show you just what I just cleaned these, so I'm not doing it all over again. But I have my 14-inch. Just so happens that it's almost the size. But what I would show you, alright, you know what? I'm going to show you. Alright, so as you can see, it leaves water because there's a swell. Alright. Now I know some of you gonna say, well, if he had Mormon, that wouldn't have happened. He could get that edge clean even though it has swells. Well, first off, not everyone works with Mormon. Secondly, I guarantee you'll end up changing that rubber more so than a little bit, because these swells and bevels, it could chew up that end in a matter of no time. I guarantee you that one. So, hope that explains what I meant about cutting your channel down to one size. See all that water? That's because I don't have a clean, sharp edge. This is just an example. Same thing with this. You will have to end up detailing if you cut channels down on certain wooden frames, so it's not always going to work.